What's going on, everybody? Today, it's no name 4505, and yeah, today we have not a game that I have by myself, but instead I'm going to feature two other battlers. Today is a very big heavyweight match between two of the game's most skilled players. One is Pride of Northern Ireland, SlimboySheep. The other, straight from Long Island, mrmet620. So let's just get this game underway here. So mrmet620 is going to be leading with his Dustclops here, nice level 84, and mrmet620, no, not mrmet620, SlimboySheep is going to lead with his Cubchew. Excellent. Slimboy's game plan is very well executed here. Freezes the Dustclops with the Cubchew, so that's going to effectively put the Dustclops out of position, putting SlimboySheep at a very high advantage. And then he's going to reveal his settlements. Remember that there is no team preview, so even though we can see the teams, they cannot see their opponent's teams. So now mrmet620 is going to reveal that he has the Vulpix, Sunlight, but SlimboySheep just one-ups him again, hits him up with the Lumberry, and that Vulpix is going to be out of here. So 6-5, almost effectively 6-4 with the burn on the Dustclops. And now the outrage is going to happen. However, it is not enough to KO the Amoonguss. Amoonguss is just too bulky, and that Salamence with the sleep is also going to be put out of position. And now mrmet620 is going to reveal a new poke here, the Ludicolo, as the Mance is going to stay asleep. However, this following turn it is going to wake up and fire off the outrage. And again, SlimboySheep just executing his game plan perfectly here. The Ludicolo cannot make a substitute because it is not a Rain Dancer. It is a Leech Seed variant, a Subseed. So now the Dustclops is going to come back in. Since it's useless, mrmet620 is just going to send it in just to get that confusion, and since the Mence no longer has the Lumberry, it does have the opportunity to hurt itself. So solid play there from mrmet620. However, the Dustclops is going to remain frozen even in the sunlight, and the Mence is going to set up the confusion, and it's going to break out of the confusion. SlimboySheep in his Salamence is he's just executing too perfectly here. However, mrmet620, down in a very bad situation here, down 6-3, is going to reveal the Lugia, as SlimboySheep sets up to +3. However, the Lugia, due to its excellent bulk, is going to be able to phase out that Mence, only take 0.5% health. Multi-scale also helped with that. But SlimboySheep is going to reveal another big threat in the Ho-Oh, and is going to try and fish the burn on the Lugia, try and get some nice residual damage. Sadly, he is not getting it, and the Sacred Fire miss. mrmet620 shares a very special bond with his Lugia, and taught that Lugia how to dodge Sacred Fires. So, because the sun is up, it is going to be able to break that sub nice and easy. However, because this Lugia does outspeed the Ho-Oh, and it did get the Toxic off, mrmet620 is in the advantageous position here, and I do believe he has the Roost. So mrmet620 is not going to Roost. He knows that he's in a position where he can keep going for substitutes to stall the Ho out of Sacred Fire, because I do believe it has only 8 PP. Not only that, that toxic damage is going to rack up. So now SlimboySheep is going to reveal the Mew here, as the Lugia just decides to roost up and gets back to nearly full health. However, this Mew does outspeed Lugia and hits it up with a taunt. So again, SlimboySheep he's just had control of this entire match. mrmet620 he's fighting for his life here. And the Wormadam Sandy is out here against the Cubchew. Cubchew has to switch out as SlimboySheep reveals the Magmortar. He just came prepared for this. mrmet620 just did not have a hope. You know, SlimboySheep, he just trained his team well, thought things out, executed, and here it is. So this Lugia has been the saving grace for mrmet620. Like I said, these two share a very special bond. It condescends anything that the standard metagame can show us. So he's just going to get the Toxic off on the Magmortar, effectively crippling it, and phase it out with the Whirlwind. Just rinse and repeat. And now it's Croconaw versus Lugia. And Lugia is going to try and set up a sub. However, the Croconaw is showing that it has the crunch, so the Lugia cannot do that. But with the Roost, it can get back to the multi-scale, so even though this Croconaw is Dragon Dancing up, he can get Toxic potentially. However, mrmet620 is going to make the veteran play. He's not going to be greedy and go for the Toxic, trying to get the status off on the Croconaw. He's going to make the smart conservative veteran play and just phase that threat out in front of him, because he knows that this Lugia is going to deal with a very large majority of his team. So he could just phase it out and roost up later to get back to full. Now the Salamence is going to come in, and this Lugia not only outspeeds, but thanks to the toxic damage, he can start racking up the toxic damage on the Salamence. Plus it is now confused, and with these Stealth Rocks up, this is putting SlimboySheep's Salamence in a very risky position. However, the Mew is going to come back in, and due to the taunt, it cannot get the toxic off the Lugia, that is. But mrmet620 is again just going to make the nice, patient, conservative play go for the roost to ensure that his Lugia is at nice health. Nice health. And now the Amoonguss is going to come back in to take the taunt, and mrmet620 is going to double out to his Lugia as SlimboySheep reveals the Rock Polish. This brings in the potential for a Baton Pass set, but we have yet to see it. So, Mew is going to go for the taunt here. mrmet620 stays in. Not the best play in the world, but it's not the worst play. That's really all he had to do. Because the Amoonguss can't touch the Mew, especially in this situation. He's going to taunt up here, as mrmet620 pulls out the Clear Smog. Again, mrmet620, even though he's down 6-2 right now, he's going to keep on fighting here. He's going to keep the charge up, and gets rid of all those Mew stat boosts, and now he's going to reveal the Giga Drain here, just trying to get some chip damage off. As the Mag Mortar for SlimboySheep comes out, those Stealth Rocks at the Wormadam setup proving very crucial, as SlimboySheep's team is very weak to those Stealth Rock. So mrmet620 is going to go out to his Lugia, predicting some sort of switch. Or no, not predicting. Yeah, I was predicting. Or maybe out the Mag Mortar. I don't even know. But, the Lugia is again taking great advantage of its speed, outspeeding the Mag Mortar. He's outspeeding the Havyw8. The only thing on Steam that he really doesn't outspeed is the Mew. So Mew is going to go for the taunt, so the Lugia cannot toxic the Mew. So I think all SlimboySheep, or excuse me, mrmet620 can do here is just roost up and then whirlwind out the Mew, but mrmet620 does not make a very good play there as the Mew goes for the Earthquake. SlimboySheep was obviously predicting that, but that was not the very good play there for mrmet620. What he should have done was just, well, actually there's not much he really could have done in that situation since he was taunted, so I can't really criticize him for that, but the Mew can't really touch the Lugia, and I would have just sat there and toughed it out, even though the Lugia does not have the pressure, so it can't win the PP stall war. But now the Havyw8 is going to come in, SlimboySheep making a very excellent play there, predicting the Spore, as the Havyw8, due to its toxic, is going to come in and block that and threaten out the Amoonguss. So now the Lugia is going to come back in, as Havyw8 is going to go right for the Sacred Fire, and sadly this is a 2-hit KO on the Lugia. But fortunately for mrmet620, he does outspeed and he can go for the roost. So as long as the Havyw8 does not get the burn on the Lugia, then Lugia will come out on top of this situation here. I think SlimboySheep is going to try and preserve the 6-0, more pokes that you have the better, and go out to his Crocodile because, it's a solid poke, it's not toxic yet, can actually do something to the Lugia. Lugia is going to go right for the substitute though, as Crocodile is just going to go right for the crunch. Not letting that Lugia set up a sub for free, as Lugia is going to continue trying to set up a sub here. Trying to stall out this Crocodile, but SlimboySheep and his Crocodile, that's not going to let that happen. Even though mrmet620 and his Lugia, his trusted partner, they've been fighting hard, SlimboySheep is gaining some momentum here as mrmet620 is forced to use all of his roosts. He's going to go for the Toxic now on the Crocodile, and sadly, the critical hit happens. Now, in the long term of things, this may not have mattered due to how much those crunches were doing, but that's just going to speed up the inevitable process. The Amoonguss is going to come in Clear Smog here on the Crocodile, so it does not get up any Dragon Dances. Solid play here. However, this Cubchoo is going to come in and go for the Ice Beam on the Amoonguss. Amoonguss can't do anything but Spore it, so I think Amoonguss is just going to go right for the Giga Drain here, as SlimboySheep goes out to the Mag Mortar, predicting that solid veteran play. mrmet620 could have potentially gone for the Clear Smog, but SlimboySheep, he's a veteran player. He knows what to do there, and Mag Mortar is just going to clean up with the Fire Blast. So, at the end of the day, even though SlimboySheep got the 6-0 here, this was a very exciting game, very close game. Score does not reflect the ability of these players here. These are both very high skill players. I hope you all enjoyed this, and peace.